This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP Network.
Two best friends talking about whatever, never making small talk or talking about the weather. It's stuff we know you like and want to remember, like classic tourist traps and buildings that look stupid. Theme parks and rides and water parks and slides. Gaudy decorations equals big dumb stuff. Themed restaurants, comic cons and haunts. Here's a list of other types of big dumb stuff. Mini golf, souvenirs, toys and games, fast food chains, dinner shows, the Bureau escape rooms. Anything that makes you feel just like a kid is big dumb stuff.
Woohoo! We are here. What's up?
Hello.
My name's Kenneth.
And I'm Kyle.
We're friends first, roommate second, and this is Big Dumb Stuff. What's going on? Hello, welcome back.
Yeah, hello.
Or welcome to for the first time.
Yeah, we have a very special episode today.
This is really cool that we got to do what we did today.
Yes. A few weeks ago, we got media invited to go to Sir Henry's Haunted Trail.
Yes, it's true.
And this week, we invited ourselves and said, let us do this, please. But not the thing.
Right.
Let us talk to you.
Let us talk to you because we're fascinated by what you do.
Yes, we love
what you have.
this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to know more about it.
So this is not a typical like, oh, they're promoting a place because they were asked to. We were like, no, can we please come and interview you because we love what you do? And this place is called the Bureau.
Yes, the Bureau. And they are sort of escape rooms, but they kind of call themselves adventure rooms.
Adventure games, yeah.
Adventure games, yes.
Yeah, if you've ever done an escape room, like a traditional, run-of-the-mill, if you've gone to America's Great Escape game or Escapology or any of those.
Those are like a very chain.
Right. Those are
cookie
like
cutter. I call them cookie cutter escape rooms.
Yeah, it's like the McDonald's of escape rooms, kind of,
Yeah.
You see them all over the place, malls across the country, whatever. This is very much not like those.
Yes.
But it still is an escape room. Unlike the ones at City Walk where it's like, it's not an escape room and it's not like an escape room. This one is an escape room, but it's not like other escape rooms you've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like you're in the story doing tasks.
Yeah, and we'll get into it after the bump, but you'll hear about it some more. But before we get to that,
Also, we should say that this episode,
you're
hearing this right now,
you're listening to this,
but
if you're hearing this, that means you're listening to this.
If you're hearing it, you're listening. But would you like to look at it?
Oh.
Yeah. Do you want to look at it?
You remember how at the end of every episode we say that we're on YouTube?
Yeah.
At Big Dumb Stuff?
And we don't have anything there?
There's no reason for that YouTube channel to exist so far?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
That changes now.
Well, for right now. For this episode.
Well, as of now there's a video on.
Yes. There's a trailer for this podcast and also this full episode featuring...
the full interview. Well, the full episode?
The full episode, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Why not, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. The full episode featuring the interview that we did.
Yeah.
And if you want to look at the rooms that we're talking about, and we recorded in the rooms.
We went on location at the Bureau to record this interview.
Yeah. They shut the whole place down just for us.
Yeah.
We banged on the door and said, let us in, please.
Yeah. Well, that's true. That did actually happen.
Yeah.
So this is a very unique, very first of its kind episode for us. Hopefully we can do more things like this later down the line. Once more businesses and people who run these kinds of experiences, they get to know that, hey, we're here because we love you. Maybe the Wizard will hear this episode and be like, hey, you know what? Let's talk to them.
Yeah, let's talk to them. Bring them back. Let's record it in the Wizard's mouth, in his mouth.
I want to be in his head.
Yeah. But yeah, we thought that this one kind of deserved to be seen.
Yes. It's a place that we love and we want it to have more attention on it.
Yeah.
And so for for our small but passionate audience, we want you to know about this because we want more people to check this place out. We want this business to thrive.
Yeah, we love escape rooms.
Yeah.
I think let's get into this after, actually.
Okay.
Let's do our things we like to do first.
Now let's get into an email from one of you, hopefully listening.
Yes. And this email is from... Well, no, they sign it with their name, so I'll wait.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm in
Kyle.
suspense.
This is not someone that I know.
Okay.
Hey, Kyle and Kenneth. As a longtime listener of UUOP and every podcast under the umbrella, as well as Dream Jerks.
Whoa.
I was so happy when you guys started this podcast to hear more of Kyle. Right after listening to Rush of Fear, I got excited for another crossover episode. As a mom of 5 that constantly reminds my kids to be yourself and not to dim themselves to meet other expectations, continue being your awesome selves and do not change a thing. Sorry, Caitlin. Thanks for helping me stay sane during the long work days. Hope to see you in the fog. And we got this email right after the whole debacle of if we should have friends first, roommates second.
Oh, okay. I see.
And I didn't realize like what she was saying. So I said, thank you for your email. What do you mean by sorry, Caitlin? Oh, sorry. And it says, with love, Armida.
Oh, I don't know Armida.
Yeah.
Okay, great. This is awesome.
And then, so I responded, what do you mean by sorry, Caitlin? For clarification, I said, it probably has to do with that she does not like or care that we say friends first, roommate second. And she said, for disagreeing about your intro. Like it's such a guy thing, but now it's iconic. Without it, we would not know who or what you are. And I said, yes, thank you. That makes sense now. Thank you for clarifying. More people might just think we are strangers who are neighbors.
Yeah. Yeah. Listening to this, you would be like, but how do they know each other? What's their living situation? I don't understand. That's my main issue with like every other podcast I listen to is I don't know their living situation and specifically the relationship to each other.
Yeah. Every time I listen to it, I'm like, whoa, who are these strangers? And
yeah, do they know each other? Do they live together?
They don't live together, right?
Yeah, obviously, probably they don't.
Yeah,
but we don't know that. They don't tell us.
They do not.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Armida.
Yeah, thank you. If you
That's cool.
That was cool. Yeah. If you want to send us an email, send it to bigdumbstuffpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's true. And we'll read it just like we read this email.
Mm-hmm. And if I have any follow-up questions, I will email you.
Yeah.
And we'll read those too. But yeah, I do agree. I'd like that she said to be who you are and be yourself.
Yeah, that's good. And her 5 children, this show, and the fact that you and that the two of us found each other and became such good friends. Just be as you are. Yeah. You know, the things that you care about or are interested in or are passionate about. Don't hide that stuff.
No.
Because when you are open about those interests, then you find other people who are into the same thing, and that's how you get community. Mm-hmm. You know? And so if you're running into a lot of people who either make fun or don't understand or they are dismissive of that stuff, that's just not your person.
No, they are not your friend.
And eventually you'll find your people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's our
motto. Be who you are.
Yeah.
Because someone will like that.
Don't hide it under a bushel basket. No.
Put it on, light it on fire and throw it around.
Yeah.
So people can see.
Yeah, that's right. Cool. Thanks so much for that email.
Put all your bushel baskets in separate baskets.
Yeah.
And then carry them on separate arms. So if you drop them.
Well, yeah. So take all your bushel baskets and then you get a dozen eggs. Mm-hmm. Put one egg in each basket. However many baskets you have, just put one egg in each one.
Yeah. Well, if you have a dozen eggs, please get 12 baskets.
You need 12 baskets because you don't want to put all of your eggs into one bushel basket.
No, that's silly.
Because if you dropped it, they would break. Right. And all your eggs would be broken. So you have to put one egg in each basket.
And then you carry all 12 on your arms.
Carry 12 baskets.
And then if you fall on yourself, you probably break like 5 eggs.
Yeah.
Maybe 6.
Yeah.
but the rest of the eggs that you used as sacrificial egg baskets, will save them. And those are, in this reference, friends.
Yes.
So if you have friends that are mean to you, put those people in front of you. So when you trip over them, you lose them and break them.
Yeah.
But then your good friends are by your side, safe in their own little basket, but still your friend.
And you might think like, okay, but if I'm carrying 12 baskets, that seems like it would be harder to carry and therefore more likely to drop them.
But sometimes you can say, oh, I can't hang out with this basket right now because I have a lot of work and stuff. And that's okay. Just keep in contact with the basket.
Yeah.
We're not baskets anymore. We're still baskets.
Yes.
It's just we're adult baskets now and don't have enough time to hang out.
Yeah. And if you can, every now and then gather all your baskets together in a nice room, listen to nice music, and they can dance with each other, and you can just have a nice basketball.
Yeah. A nice little ball. Or even in this case, you could have a party in like a basket case.
Oh, a case?
A case is like a party in this scenario.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Be good to each other.
Be good. Be excellent.
That's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
And also get all your friends together and go to an escape room.
Yes, that's true. All right. Moving on.
Moving on to Inside the Magic. We hate Inside the Magic.
It's, we
like making fun of it.
Yeah, we love it.
They might have given us 1-star review.
Maybe.
But we don't know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know because they didn't leave words. Here we go. This article reads, so we'll read the article and then Kenneth will have to decide what this is truly about.
Yeah, I have to try to figure out what is this real story.
This is a hard one. You might not know what it is.
Okay.
Disney brings back piece of Animal Kingdom history from 1998 after being removed in 2012.
Okay. Is this I'm guessing it's like a small thing that no one would ever actually care about? Or
you probably it's a no.
Are they being kind of real with this headline?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's just a weird way to put it.
Disney bring back a piece of Animal Kingdom history that was removed in 2012?
Yep.
2012. I mean, I was definitely not in and around the parks very much at that point. I was in college. I was away. So whenever this was that was taken away, I wasn't paying attention to when it was taken away. And there's a lot of things that used to be in Animal Kingdom that are not there anymore. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to say what this could be. I really don't know.
I'll read what the words say above that.
Okay.
A piece of Animal Kingdom history is back, but only a few guests will actually see it.
Huh. So this must be, I don't know. I mean, this isn't really my reasoning is kind of telling me like, okay, if only a few guests will see it, I feel like that must mean that it's in like some sort of guest service office. No,
it's somewhere.
It's in like, I don't know, maybe like the,
do you know about anything they do at Animal Kingdom specifically that only a few people do because maybe...
Oh, like the safari, walking safari thing?
Maybe.
Okay.
Not that specifically. I don't think it is one of those, but it is like that.
It's like that?
Yeah.
Maybe like feeding animals or like an upcharge thing, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, it's an upcharge thing.
The only upcharge thing I know of is that like walking safari thing.
I didn't know what this was.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm just going to tell you because it's very hard.
Yeah, I have no idea.
If you didn't know what it was, then you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Do you remember when the Kilimanjaro Safari opened, what it was like?
It had like there was like elephant poaching storyline, right?
Yes. And there's an iconic character that they had that you saw.
A certain character that you saw?
Mm-hmm.
Like from a movie?
No.
Oh. I have no idea then. I don't know.
So there was an elephant.
Yeah.
I think there was a mom and a baby. And the mom, I think, was Big Red.
Okay.
And the baby was Little Red. And so we were going in to try to find both of them. And I think the poachers killed Big Red.
Yikes.
Like it was dark.
Yeah.
And then we ended up finding Little Red at the very end. It was just the head like sticking out of a Jeep, and like her head was going back and forth.
Okay.
And so that was there for a long time. And I think they took away like the dead one and left that out completely. But in 2012, they took Little Red out 100% and took this poaching storyline out altogether.
Yeah. I never saw that version. I'm pretty sure I didn't see this ride until like 2015. Maybe like 2014, 2015-ish is when I started, having my own Disney annual pass and going and exploring all the things at the parks that I had never done before because I had never been on my own itinerary. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, this was a thing we definitely did when I went, and I do remember the poachers, and I was like, oh, this is a little bit scary. I don't remember seeing a big dead elephant.
Yeah.
And that is true. I'm looking it up, I'm seeing a picture. There was a big dead elephant.
That's crazy.
On the ride, yeah. But Little Red, people liked Little Red, and I think it was somewhere else for a while, but like maybe at Imagineering, like you could see it. But now Little Red has been moved and is in Kilimanjaro Safari, but behind it. So if you do what is called the Caring for Giants, you can see Little Red on that tour.
Okay.
And she's just there.
Okay. So this Inside the Magic article is real.
A little bit, yeah.
The headline is not clickbaity in a misleading way.
Nope.
They're being real.
They're being real without saying everything.
Yeah. They're being clickbaity, but it's they're not trying to lie to you.
Yeah.
So that's better than normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised it doesn't say iconic elephant is back on the safari ride.
Right. Yeah.
Because it is like, even when you look at the information they're going off of, it says Little Red is back on Kilimanjaro Safari, kind of.
Kind of. In that she's actually not at all.
Yeah. Well, she's on property.
Yeah.
In the safari property area, but not where people can see her.
Right.
But there is a cool little plaque that says Little Red audio animatronic figure, and she's like in little bushes. So if you are in that area and you want to see it, Little Red exists now.
Cool. All right. Good job, Inside the Magic. You almost did a normal job reporting at the story.
Nice try.
All right. That's the business out of the way.
Yes.
Let's talk about the Bureau.
Let's talk about the Bureau. Let's talk about escape rooms. So we love going to do escape rooms.
Yeah, we do.
If there's ever a day we're sitting here bored, we're like, oh, let's go do an escape room. And I've curated a list of like 4 or 5 escape room companies that I really like.
Yeah, places we like to recommend and go to.
Yes. Or like if someone's in town, they're like, hey, I want to do an escape room. Do you have any recommendations? Boy, do I.
Yes, you bet we do.
Yes. There was one time my sister booked an escape room without talking to me. And it was one of the worst ones I've ever been to in my life. And I was like, it'll be fine. Whatever she picks, it'll be fine. And we pull into the parking lot. I was like, oh no, it's this one. That's not good.
Yeah.
And that one is now closed.
Because it was bad.
Because it was bad. It was just one big room. Each one was one big room with just lots.
I went with you to one of those, right? It was like a magician themed one.
Yes.
Yeah. That was.
It was
dumb.
in like a Publix where a Chinese restaurant should be.
Yeah, they were like non-linear games where it was like the puzzles can be done in any order, and I'm like, that doesn't help me because
it's like here it's just
escape
tasks.
rooms work because they are linear. It's like there's one way forward, and so everyone can kind of work towards like the one task at hand. And maybe it's not obvious what that task is, but once you do enough of them, like, oh, okay, like I feel like these are pieces of a puzzle, but we don't have everything we need, so we can kind of ignore that for now.
Yeah.
Save it for later. But like with this one, it's like I don't know what goes with what because everything is in play.
No.
Like
or there'd be a shelf, it'd be like, oh, here's the order of the shelf, the puzzles underneath, just do that for fun.
Right.
That's it. Like, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It just, once you solve all these things, you can leave.
Right.
That's all it really was.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, Megan, next time, ask me. But this is a place that I recommend quite often because it's very unique.
The Bureau.
The Bureau.
Yeah.
And I've done all of the games that they have there except for one.
And I've done one of the escape room games, but both of their other kind of game.
Mm-hmm. They have 3 types of things now.
3 offerings.
Yes, not
or
just
categories of offerings, I guess.
Yeah. But so they have.
We're gonna go through this because in the interview, which we've already done, in the interview we kind of talk about each of these things, but we don't do a lot of like explaining. Yeah. Like we kind of went on assuming people know what this is.
Yeah.
In a way. So we're just going to make sure that we detail like what these things are here so that later when we're talking about them, you know what we're talking about.
Right. And also it's different in a way that these games, you're not looking for a code for a lock.
Yeah. No lock and key.
No locks, no keys, just fun. That's one of their taglines.
Yeah.
And so you're more of doing tasks in a good way, not like the other room place I was talking about. Doing like physical things that are bringing you to the next moment. And
right.
And we'll talk more about that in the interview.
Yeah, yeah. So we talked to the CEO and creator and owner of the Bureau, Alexis Santos, I want to say. Yes. Alexis Santos. And he really described the place and kind of the inspiration for the kinds of games that they have in a way that I never would have thought of, but when he said it, I was like, yeah, you're right. That is what's different about them. And so, I mean, we'll let him explain it in the interview, but it was really cool getting to talk to him and kind of hear like from the creator of this place, like why they take such a different approach to escape rooms.
Yes. So they have right now 6 different escape rooms.
Yeah.
6 different themes. And something else I want to say is that we are going in as agents for the Bureau travel agency company.
Right. There's a lot of lore and story connecting kind of all this. Maybe not connecting, but like kind of explaining
why
our role in each of these things.
And why these rooms kind of exist.
Yeah.
And if there's anything we like, it's lore.
Oh yeah.
So
you all know that.
Yeah, you know that. So that's why we wanted to talk to him to get more of this lore.
Yes.
But I'm going to go through each of the rooms real quick, just so you know going into this interview what he's talking about while we go through each room.
Yeah.
In more detail. So starting off, we have the lab at Loch Ness. And in that one, your objective is to hatch a Loch Ness creature.
Yeah.
And that one, we'll talk more. Dr. Braingood. Disable Dr. Braingood's drill before it destroys the planet.
Fun.
And that one we're kind of being henchmen helping an evil scientist. Or maybe sabotaging him. We don't know.
Oh, okay.
Possession at Haddon Heights. This one is more of their
spooky one.
Spooky supernatural one. Confront an evil entity at an abandoned school. So that one's kind of a ghost one.
Yeah. Good for Halloween time.
Yeah. Or anytime.
Yeah, true.
Robot Rebellion. Help robots escape a mining facility where they're being held captive. That's the one that I have not done.
Yeah, that one's cool. It sounds cool.
Mm-hmm. It's not that I haven't done it, that I don't want to. It's just that I don't want to finish.
Of course not.
I don't want to say that I've finished all of them yet. UFO Go for Launch. Launch the alien back into space.
That's the one I have done.
Yes. And then finally, I'll say it, one of the best ones. They're all good, but this is one of the most unique ones. Puppet Heist, The Hand of Life. Steal a relic from your Cracker Jack or with your Cracker Jack team. And this one is very, not Muppet, but Muppet inspired.
Sure.
and he'll get into that.
Yeah.
But nowhere have I ever seen, like he was talking about how he wanted to take, there's always something like these rooms, but they made them unique.
Yeah.
Like this is their heist one.
Right.
And how do you make it unique? You'll find out.
Yeah.
But those are the 6 rooms.
6 escape rooms.
Yes. And then they have 2 other, and something else about these escape rooms is I found they're more fun when you have less people, actually. So it says 2 to 6, 2 to 10, 2 to 4. So they're not as people like don't bring a huge group.
Yeah, the time we did UFO, there was 3 of us.
And I feel like that was plenty.
It was perfect.
Yeah. Because you want to kind of experience the room and go through these.
Yeah, do all the things.
Yeah. You don't want to rush through it.
Yeah.
And with 10 people, it might be quick.
Yeah.
But with 2 to 3, maybe 4.
Yeah, I feel like 4 is a perfect number for most escape rooms, I would say.
Yeah. But, I mean, usually, like, me and Caitlin have done a couple of these, just the 2 of us.
Yeah.
And it's been pretty good. So
yeah.
if you're like, oh,
which is why I have not done almost any of these games.
Right. Because every time we go do a holiday or something.
Or an anniversary or something.
Or a date night without Kenneth, he's not there.
Yeah.
So he can't do escape room.
Yeah.
But yes, it's just a fun, if you're sitting there like, but it's just the 2 of us, I don't know if we can do it. You're more than likely going to be able to do it at the Bureau, because it's just, you're not frantically panicking, looking for locks and keys everywhere.
Yeah.
You're doing tasks and helping each other along the way.
Yeah. I feel like it's not necessarily so much about can you solve it? It's about the fun of just doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they have another thing called, you might have heard of it, a game show.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that.
Yes.
Jeopardy.
Like Jeopardy.
They have Jeopardy.
They have Jeopardy here. And they're called the Underground Game Show. And there's 2 separate game show experiences.
Well, the Underground Game Show is the name of one of them.
Yes, that is the name of it. But if you are on the escape room website, the Bureau website, there's an option to click the escape rooms and then game shows. And then that takes you to a separate website called undergroundgameshow.com.
Okay.
And that has the classic game show, which is called the Underground Game Show. And it's an original experience with trivia and outrageous games with a live host.
Yeah.
And we've done that. It was fun.
We did the beta test for that.
Yes.
That was cool.
And yeah, you're in like a full game show in this.
Yeah. It's very cool.
And then there's Legends of the Serpent's Temple. And if you've ever heard of Legends of the Hidden Temple,
I've heard of that.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
It's based on that a little bit.
Inspired,
yes. Enter an ancient temple and complete challenges that test your brains and brawn.
Yes. And we've done this one last year for Caitlin's birthday.
Yes. And we talk about it in the interview. You'll hear more about it there.
Yeah. Super fun. Really cool.
But yeah, to me, these were very unique and like not something you see in other escape rooms or even places in Orlando. But yes, it's cool that they have them.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And then lastly, there's a new thing that's not on their website. They talk about it on their Instagram and stuff. And if you look it up on Google or this website, you'll be able to find it. But they're called Secret Hangouts.
Yeah.
And they are a private karaoke board game or video game lounge, essentially.
Yeah.
A room to yourself with your group to just do any of those things that you'd like to do.
Yeah.
So you can sing karaoke, you can play board games, you can play video games.
You can bring your Switch, and they have Switch docks in the rooms.
Yes.
Yeah, and we should also say the Bureau has a, beer and wine bar.
Oh, yeah.
So you can also like order snacks and drinks in the room. So you it's almost like hanging out in like a themed bar.
Yes.
But you just have it to yourself. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty cool. It's very cool atmospheres. And we did record our interviews in both of the secret hangouts that they have so far, as well as the underground game show set.
Yeah. So the 2 options right now for the secret hangouts are Treehouse Retreat, which they wanted to make like a tree, like that treehouse you've always dreamed of.
Yeah,
is here, and you can hang out in it. And there's little characters in there as well.
Yeah, it's like this treehouse. The lore of this one is so crazy.
It is, yeah.
Well, you'll hear it in the interview. But it yeah, there's like a little cast of characters in this that is kind of the reason that this place exists.
Yeah, it's a cozy little treehouse.
Yeah, really nice.
And then the other one is Vampire Manor. Indulge in the parlor of a vampire manor with full karaoke and traditional board game setup. And this one is very like classic monster feeling, and
yeah,
it's fun. It's a good spooky one if you want it. I thought I'd never seen this one yet. So
yeah.
Being in there, I was like, oh, I want to bring one of our favorite board games, Horrified, here.
Yeah.
And play it here.
Play it in here.
Like we play Horrified at home and we make it spooky. We turn the spooky music on, and there is one other, maybe a fog machine that I have that we use.
Yeah. Little handheld fog machine.
Maybe possibly like when characters die and they explode, there might be a fog machined away.
Yeah.
But I said, oh, if we did it in here, that'd be leveling it up.
This is an idea I just had right now, but Attractions Magazine has like a talk show, like a news show on their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And when I first discovered that, they had a studio at the Give Kids the World Village where they would record their shows. And I feel like it would be the coolest thing ever if one of these secret hangouts was our like studio where we record this show every time. You know what I mean? And that would be inconvenient for us because right now we record at home.
Yeah. And not with video.
Yeah. If we had the setup to do full video and we did it in these as our set, that would be super cool. Like, coming to you from the Bureau in Orlando on International Drive, it's big dumb stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think it's unrealistic.
It is, yeah.
Because we would have to pay however much the fee is every week to do it.
Yeah.
Unless they were like, yeah, come in and record every week before we open. You have a 2-hour window. That's yours. But I mean, we're not going to ask for that.
No.
That's insane.
And
we're at home. We're at home right now.
If we ever wanted to, we also have a tiki bar in this house.
It's true.
But we like just hearing our voices instead of looking at ourselves.
Yeah, we're not trying to do a video every time. Not yet, at least, not necessarily.
No, only for special occasions like this one.
I feel like if we ever got big enough that it's like, well, we can have someone else come and do that for us, and like we don't have to be the ones doing all of it, then maybe I would be like, okay, sure, then do it. Yeah,
it's just a lot when we both have jobs, and this is like a hobby for us.
It's a hobby that is almost like a job.
Yeah. But no, it's a cool, unique place that I have not seen done before.
Yeah.
It's definitely, if you want to do like a D&D type thing and role play as mythical creatures being in this treehouse.
Yeah.
That's the first thing we thought of. I was like, oh, like when we saw this, MegaCon was coming up. I was like, oh, people in costumes could come here and hang out and keep the party going.
Yeah, like play D&D and get drinks and whatever. What we didn't ask and what I'm curious of is like, can you bring like a birthday cake, or can you bring your own games, or do you have to only use what's provided or available from the Bureau? That's what we don't know.
I think they did say you can bring your own board games and Switch.
Well, yeah, you have to bring your own Switch because they only have the dock. They don't have a Switch there. But as far as like, if you wanted to have your birthday party and just invite a few people over to like hang out in this room, I feel like as long as you bring your cake and you do your own cleanup, I feel like they said that when we were there. We also did a beta test of the Treehouse Retreat, and these are questions we asked then, but I don't remember all the answers.
Yeah. I do know that they have like games that they've specifically curated and gone through and said these are fun, unique games. Like you're not going to find Monopoly and
absolutely not.
No, Candyland, get out of here.
No way.
Exploding Kittens, come here. Yes, they have that game.
Yeah.
But no, they have fun, unique games, and they said games that you might not have even heard of that you want to try to learn to play and start here and learn to play them there.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's 50,000 karaoke songs. And maybe someone got to break it in and play Love Shack. We'll find out in the video.
Yeah.
In the interview. But yeah, next up we have the interview. And this is smack dab in the middle of iDrive.
Yeah.
It's closer to our other favorite place, Fun Spot.
That's true. It's nestled right in between Fun Spot and Epic Universe.
Yeah, it is.
Our two favorite places.
And the Five Below that's between the two. Like it goes Fun Spot, and then underneath it is the Bureau, and then to the left and right is a Five Below.
Yeah. And also right across from Sonic Drive-In.
Right across from Sonic. We ate Sonic after and looked at the Bureau while we ate.
Yeah, we had our car parked looking across the street at the Bureau.
We're like, should we look at the trees over here or the Bureau? Let's go look at the Bureau.
Let's look at the Bureau while we eat. Yeah.
But yes, come be secret agents with us and hear what we had to say in our interview.
Yeah, so now we'll throw it to our interview with Alexis Santos at the Bureau. Take it away, us.
We are live.
We're on location.
Here we are.
For the first time ever.
Breaking first time ever.
In the Bureau.
The Bureau escape room.
Yes. And we're joined by the creator and owner?
Founder and CEO.
Yeah, wow. Of the Bureau. Introduce yourself, sir.
My name's Alexis Santos. I'm the founder and CEO of the Bureau. And we've got a lot of ground to cover.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we like
not
to talk
that much
a lot.
Time.
No, we like to talk a lot. So let's get right into it. So this place has everything. This place has escape rooms. This place has karaoke rooms.
Orlando's hottest club is the Bureau.
It has escape rooms, karaoke rooms, and
game shows,
a bar.
Bathrooms,
water fountain.
Yeah, our
anything.
shop.
Oh, the shop. A shop.
Oh, a shop.
Uh-huh.
Anything you can think of.
Mm-hmm. And a fake entrance.
Fake entrance that you have to find on the way in.
It's cool.
It is very cool.
We love it here.
Yes. I would say the escape rooms here are different than other escape rooms.
Yeah. What's the philosophy behind kind of the design, or why is the Bureau different from other escape rooms?
So there's a lot here.
Yeah.
When we first started playing escape rooms, back in like I started playing like 2016. It was March of 2016. I stepped into one of these. I'm like, this is cool, but this could be so much cooler.
Yeah.
There are locks and keys and crossword puzzles. I get why there's a crossword puzzle in an Egyptian tomb, because like there's a cartouche. You've got like letters and symbols like up and down. I'm like, okay, all right, I see why you're doing it because it's easy. But why does this make sense? Wait, I'm in the killer's like home and he's coming back. Why did he leave? What happens if I fail and he comes back, right? And like, why is there math everywhere? Why am I counting and sorting things by color? I'm like,
killers love math.
Yeah,
they do.
Thank God I don't love math.
Yeah,
if anything,
that's a big red flag.
Good for my background check. Yeah.
We've done escape rooms where you, Kenneth, have gotten very mad at the number of annoying puzzles just in a row of like a code to this, now that's this, now that's this, and you're like, oh
yeah. I hate being in an escape room and when we ask for help and they give us the hint, I hate having the reaction, how would anyone have ever figured that out on their own? Like that's very unreasonable. So I'm with you. Yeah.
So we were thinking like, what is this, right? Why isn't it more like a video game or like a real life adventure? Ooh. And we also noticed there's another pattern of every time we go to an escape room, it would be, you're a pirate this time. You've just inherited something, and every time it was you're this, you're that, you're this. It's never you. It's never this. You are just you, and something incredible is happening to you. It's like, no, you're somebody else. So we wanted to make a place where you are you. We have this one layer of fiction one time where you're joining a like FBI of the multiverse kind of thing, like an X-Files kind of deal.
Yeah.
Right? You're an agent and you're going out on missions. So we don't have to feed you two layers of kind of fiction. It's one layer once, and like once you've bought in, you're in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right.
That's cool.
And we want all of our games to like have context, right? we try not to do. We don't really have any traditional locks or keys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. We have one lock in one room, and you use a paper clip to pick it. Mm-hmm. Right. A little bit of subversiveness, a way to kind of like play around it. And we want everything to make sense in context. So, okay, you're doing a heist. Well, how do you make a heist work in an escape room, right? And what do you expect to see? We want to hit the highlights. There's the little guy who crawls through the vents. Well, how do we do that? Well, what if we use puppets, right? What if you put a puppet in an AC vent and you have to guide him through the map of like the AC vent like structure? What are the highlights? Like if we were doing a Loch Ness Monster room and you're doing a lab room, right? Like what would you want to do if you're working on a Loch Ness Monster? There's eggs, right? Well, can you scan the Loch Ness Monster eggs, right? Can we project onto them to see like what's its heart rate? Can I cross-reference that with something else? So everything makes sense in like a context and in the story. And yeah, no locks and no keys for like just any kind of reason. That's just to like make the game work, right? We want it to make sense. And then eventually over time we realized there's an opportunity to do other things that are more than just the escape rooms. So we want to really make this place feel like a top secret facility. And we started to do some game shows as like operative training, right? Can we sharpen your skills, like your wit, your cooperation, all that kind of thing. And then we recently added these hangout rooms. We call them
That's where we are right now.
That's right. We are in what is this one called? The Treehouse?
The Treehouse Retreat.
Treehouse Retreat, yes.
And they're called secret rooms?
Secret Hangout.
Oh, secret hangouts.
And we figured, well, if we're taking you to all these places on the multiverse where, you know, you're in danger, you're always like, get out. We've built this cool themed elaborate room where it's like, get out of here. You only have 60 minutes. Please don't look at everything. Just keep going, right? We want a place to hang, to relax.
Go
right?
stay in there.
Yeah, and we would go to like, let's say Hangar Bar at Disney Springs, right?
Yeah.
And there could be 2 people in that whole goddamn bar. And where will they be? They'll be in the diving bell, the coolest seat in the whole place.
Yeah.
I've like gotten to sit there once, and somehow I don't know how it happened, right? I must have gone on the slowest.
You have to win the lottery.
Yeah.
It's that big room in the back that only that one table.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And I've never gotten to sit there again. And I'm like, what if every place was like this? So
Yeah.
that's kind of the Bureau vibe. We're trying to make it like a headquarters for secret agents where you can do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, well,
That's
we love
awesome.
it. It's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, the interconnected, like, so you walk in and there's like that big like portal machine thing, which immediately, even if you don't know the lore, the storyline, you just walk in, you're like, look at this big crazy thing. This place is different. Immediately.
Well,
you know
getting
what I mean?
in is different. I don't want to say too much.
No, we don't want to say too much for anyone who's not been.
Yeah, I can't blow the cover, but getting in is its own escape room.
Yeah, its own adventure. You walk in, you're like, are we in the right place?
And
that was my reaction the first time I came here.
Yeah, and
I was like, I thought we were going to an escape room. What is this?
When we came to do this room, someone said, are we in the right place? What do we do? We're like, oh no, you're good. Just wait here.
Oh, yes. Yeah. We walked in and 2 strangers who were coming in to do something were like confused, and we're like, don't worry, you're in the right place.
I've been in there doing repairs before, and then some guests will walk in and they're like, is this the right place? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just a maintenance guy. I'm just fixing the Pepsi machine that's here.
Undercover boss.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I think let's start with each escape room. Maybe if you have any lore for them, something that people wouldn't know just by doing it once.
Yeah.
Or that they can reference to come back and, oh, I did this room. Let me think about that room and what happened in there.
Yeah. Sure. Let's see, where do I start with? Maybe the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay.
Right. That was our first game.
Oh, cool.
And
what's the name of that one?
Lab at Loch Ness.
Lab at Loch Ness.
So this kind of ties back to our design philosophy of, okay, everybody does a lab game. It's usually a virus. And now that hits a little too close to home with COVID, right? There's always you have 60 minutes to solve this virus. I'm like, okay, that's popular for a reason, but like, how do we make it so that it's the chocolate and peanut butter? How do we make it a lab thing, but then something more? We thought cryptids, right? So we came up with this like undercover facility of like maybe underwater in Loch Ness, right? That's like doing this training breeding program with like these Loch Ness monsters, and maybe they're trying to kind of like harness them for some sort of like, you know how the U.S. military uses like at least I mean, this may be apocryphal, but they've like trained dolphins for missions and stuff. It's like, what if somebody was doing that with the Loch Ness monsters? What if we needed to kind of like break into this facility and save the Loch Ness monsters from this? They're not really monsters. Look, they're just Loch Ness creatures, right? Right. So maybe they were getting crossbred, and maybe somebody was trying to like steal an egg. So there's been some sabotage at this facility, and we're trying to save the Loch Ness monsters from like this group.
That's cool.
So,
that
is cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I've
done that one.
Kyle's done a bunch of
one,
and I've only done one. I've only done the UFO, but I've done both of the game shows.
We've hung out here.
We've hung out in this room, and that's all I've done here. I've done the UFO room,
and I've done all of them but the robot room.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So like I'm right now. You're kind of selling me on all the rooms I haven't done.
Yeah.
Which it didn't need any selling, but like at least now I'm gonna have context when I go in.
Yeah.
And all the rooms are super themed. Like, it's not a cookie cutter little place. Like, it's a unique,
one of a kind each of these games, right? This is the only bureau location
so far.
Yes.
So if you're an investor.
Cool. What's another one we can hear about?
Yeah, so the UFO game.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm a big UFO nut. And
I got a UFO tattoo.
Oh yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
So perfect. So in kind of like the UFO kind of disclosure kind of soup that we've been swimming in since around 2018, 2016 or so, right?
Thanks to Tom DeLonge.
Exactly. Yeah. Of Blink 182 fame.
Yes.
And there's a big New York Times article, right, that I think was I think it was 2018 or something like that was talking about how the U.S. government may or may not have crash recovery, right? And we're thinking, how does that work? What happens right after the crash, right? What if somebody, like, this crashed into somebody's house? Like, is there a moment in time where the Bureau could potentially save this alien before the CIA or whoever it is that is performing these crash recoveries? Maybe somebody in the private sector, whisks them away to some secure facility somewhere. So the Bureau's trying to be the good guy here to get the alien that crashes back home. And funnily enough, the person whose house they crash into is a podcaster.
Yes.
The whole shtick is that they are a conspiracy podcaster. They've been trying to make contact with aliens for a long time. Finally happens. Unfortunately, they crash into the mother-in-law suite in their backyard. And it's the Bureau's job to save them in the nick of time.
Yeah. That one, I like that one a lot.
That was cool.
That one was a lot of fun.
And the clue system is
it's unique.
She left the stream on.
Yes.
Right? So we have like a fake Twitch kind of recreation, and you interact with the guys in the chat or the girls in the chat.
See, the person that's giving you clues might be in the computer.
Yes.
And we didn't realize that when we did it.
Well, we didn't. There was one clue that like you only can get by asking the chat.
Yes.
Which we didn't realize, and I was like, how? And so we asked for help, and then they gave it to us. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. And then when the game was over, I was like, how are we supposed to get that? They're like, by asking.
And it's purposefully early on to hope that you get, this is a real person I'm talking to.
No, I did. I was like, how are you? What are you doing?
Oh yeah, anytime we're talking to whoever's helping us in, even a fake thing,
like the Wendy's drive-thru.
Yeah, whenever how the Wendy's drive-thru is AI now.
Oh yeah,
Kyle's always driving up to it saying, "Computer, computer, can I have
Star Trek?" Yeah. Earl Grey hot.
So any opportunity like that, we did another escape room that was like alien kind of themed, and we were also asking the helper in that one, like, computer, can we get a hint, please? And so talking to that thing, obviously we're being stupid.
Yeah, we like to be in theme and be dumb.
It's pretty funny because, people will ask certain things. You'll get pee pee poo poo or like weird things that people send.
Yeah.
And then what's cute at the end, sometimes guests will be like heading out at the end of the game. And then they'll go, oh, hold on. And they go back to the computer and they say bye to Sarah Stars, who's been talking to them this whole time.
That's fun.
That's cute. Cool. Yeah, that one was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the effects in that one were really cool too.
Yeah. And also, so we've done a lot of escape rooms, and that was the first time I've done one in here. And right away I was like, oh, these puzzles are different. They're not like the ones you see at other escape rooms because no lock and key, a lot of like almost like technology based types of solves.
And another thing that you got kind of touched on the effects side is something that we think about a lot is consequence with an escape room. It's like the bad guy coming back to the room. What's going to happen if I fail, right?
Oh, yeah.
And also in the win scenario of, well, what happens if I repair this UFO? Does it take off? So it's important for us for this UFO to move if it were to take off. So,
yeah. No, that happened. If it does happen.
It
was very cool.
Cool. What's the next one?
So we've got Puppet Heist.
Yes.
So, I've been dying to do that one for years.
So we've got some fresh Melvin puppets coming in. So I'll let you know. You'll be using a fresh Melvin puppet for that.
Okay.
We're big Muppet people.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is similar but legally
not
distinct.
Muppets. Yeah.
Yes.
Not a Muppet room, but
if there were a Muppet room,
they'd be probably cousins.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's a lot of heist games, right? Break into the museum and steal the artifact. The classic one, it's a painting or something, and that's a popular one for escape games because when you're talking a museum, you're talking a room that's got white walls. It's got some portraits and stuff hung on the walls.
Some lasers.
Very, very affordable to make.
Yeah.
Right, and lasers, exactly. The classic laser maze puzzle.
One jewel from Ross.
Exactly. So we were like, how could we make this different? What if you're doing a museum heist, right? What if you're doing something, like how would this actually work? Well, what's the best place to, theoretically, not that I've planned a heist, but maybe in transit, right? You're not going to want to break into the museum. You want to break into it when the security's at its lowest point, when it's in a warehouse, and we're like, okay, all right, okay, great, so we can do the heist. But how do we do the chocolate and peanut butter, right? How do we make this more interesting than a regular heist that's not in an art museum? And my co-founder was like, what if we do puppets? And I'm like, he's like, I don't know how that would work. I'm like, wait a second, you're onto something. What about, and I immediately thought about like a Velcro fence, right? Instead of barbed wire, like it'd be funny, but puppets are made out of felt, right? Velcro's bad for them. They get stuck on the thing, right?
Yeah.
And then eventually that kind of like went to the wayside, and because how is the puppets going to get stuck? Are you going to people get them off? But without spoiling something, that a descendant of that idea is still in the room and a key mechanic. So it essentially turns into a kind of Toy Story mechanics. Whenever the puppet is out of sight or out of reach, he comes to life via audio or video. He may or may not zip line at some point. He may or may not open a door for you. He may not appear in some windows after you put him into a building. So the idea is that you want to save the you want to steal the Hand of Life artifact that's been on this display and kind of return it to the puppet people. The Hand of Life, of course, looks like this. So that's kind of the shtick for Puppet Heist.
That was awesome. A lot of fun. Very funny, very unique, for sure.
Yeah, I need to come back and do that one. And you said there's a new puppet coming for it?
There's a new puppet. Same game, just a fresh puppet.
Okay.
We go through probably 3 a year.
Wow.
A lot of wear and tear, especially those big eyes on the puppet, getting thrown around all the time. His eyeballs get scratched.
And his name is Melvin?
His name is Melvin.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Before we move on to the next room, I'm just curious of like, what is your background that allowed you to be able to open a place like this?
Yeah, I studied archaeology.
Oh, okay.
All things. Wow. I kind of fell into it. Went to college in New College of Florida. And they had a very kind of like open curriculum at the time, right? You can kind of choose make your major in a way, and I fell into taking some archaeology classes because it seemed interesting, and then I wound up taking more and more of them, and I'm like, wait a second, archaeologists are great at using technology for data collection and analysis, but really pretty awful at making interactive exhibits. Like, they've got the coolest stuff and the coolest stories in the world, and yet when I go into a museum, it's kind of static.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. So I wound up focusing on that kind of thing. My undergraduate thesis was on making interactives, right? For example, projection mapping, like the Maya stela, like the statues in the ancient Maya world that like we see are just like stark white, right? Or even in the like in ancient Greece and Rome, like white marble statues, they were painted gaudy blues and reds and yellows. And what if you could projection map onto those? What if you could use an app on your phone to do some augmented reality to see, a building where it once stood? So did some prototypes on that kind of thing. wound up writing for Engadget for a while as a technology journalist. Got sick and tired of like, oh, there's a new iPad. It's got 2 more gigs of RAM. Great. What am I doing with my life? Right, writing about everything else that everybody else is making. I was like getting the itch to like make things again. And I started working on a fantasy laser tag glove. So you could connect it to your phone and like go, I want to be a healer instead of a mage, so I can heal people on my team. I have to run back and put my palm on something to like at a base station to like, recoup some health. And I showed a couple investors, and they're like, cool thing, kid, but like, laser tag's 90s. Keep me posted on what you keep building. Walk into an escape room one day, and I go, it was that March of 2016 where I'm like, they've commercialized the like live action role playing, the LARPing, that I'm like, I think if this were like on skids or on wheels, people could really get into it. Like they figured it out. So I started consulting for one of those in town, continuing to learn. I had been maybe a year and a half of like electronics experience under my belt at that point, and learned a lot, and eventually wound up realizing I'm getting the short end of the stick. I'm making these experiences that people get to own forever and kind of make money on forever. And I'm like, and then they're just not letting us make them more creative, right? There's like so much more opportunity here. Wound up doing an outdoor thing called the Beast of Blackwood. Like we did it as a portfolio piece. It was part haunt, part escape room outdoors, and like a haunted trail. And then I wound up, taking that piece of like portfolio work and some of the other like escape room stuff I built, and I did a roadshow with investors essentially, and barely got enough money to get started, especially in light of COVID. But by some miracle, we're here. That's the long and short of it.
That's awesome.
That's cool, yeah.
And then it sounds like from the way that you describe each room, like do you approach these from like a story first, and then like the puzzles kind of support telling what that story is, or do you kind of say like, here's the gadgets and toys that we can incorporate, and like how do we make them make sense?
For the direction of the room, it's really honestly emotion before story.
Oh, okay.
In a way, it's like, what key emotional points, if I were on this adventure, would I want to hit? Like, what are the favorites of like that heist, right? It's turning off security cameras, right? It is breaking into the building. It's maybe creating a distraction, right? Like, what are those key points, right? And at the same time, it's also like, what feeling do we want to tell from like what environment would be great to hang out in? What would be scary? What would be spooky? And those kinds of start to mix in like, okay, we're really feeling, we want to do a heist or we want to do a spooky room, right? Where would that be set? Oh, a creepy school would be good. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're in the school now. What's happening? Well, it's dark. Okay. So we need flashlights. Okay. Oh, those flashlights can blink and strobe and turn off. Okay. All right. What else is in there? Oh God, we got to break into the classroom somehow. They're not going to leave them unlocked, right? How do we do that? Oh, maybe there's a maintenance note that one of the handles gets sticky and you have to move it a certain way. Yeah. That's a good one. Oh, we got to do scares. What scares can we do? Well, if people see something move when they're not near it, that could be pretty cool. And it's kind of like going after those emotions and those beats in that story of like, what would give you goosebumps if you're in that place? What would make you feel satisfied that I'm really on this adventure? And with those kind of mesh together. And sometimes it's technology driven. I've got some puzzle ideas that I've got in the back of my brain, and like, okay, I'll use this, or a technology that like, I don't know where this is going to fit, but eventually all the pieces kind of mesh together. It's like, oh yeah, this is the place where we can use the flashlights. This is the place where you can use the partial mirror with the video screen behind it, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is cool.
Cool. What's the next room then after?
So we've done.
That's a great question.
2 out of.
No, we've gotten 3, right?
3?
Yeah, we've done Puppet, Loch Ness, and UFO.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the new one. I'm like,
next
I don't
one
even
coming?
know. I got some ideas. But,
Oh no.
So there's Puppet, Loch Ness. Oh, Dr. Braingood.
Dr. Braingood, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So Dr. Braingood, there's some, I don't remember if we thought villain was like a popular theme, but we thought, yeah, it seems like we could do some evil villain thing. That seems like a deep well to mine and the thing people get. And we were like, well, what if it was a little Dr. Evil, right? Well, the bad guy is mostly comedic relief. He's not very good. What if you're like, how do you get into this place, right? Well, maybe you're an undercover hench person, right? He's like looking for help. Good hench people are hard to find these days, and you just botch everything. And we hired a local actor. So if you remember the usher from Halloween Horror Nights, that's Josh Siniscalco.
Yes.
He plays Dr. Braingood.
He's very good.
He's very good.
That's awesome.
Very funny.
He ad-libbed a lot. Yeah. We have a lot of video that didn't make it into the room.
Oh.
And it's like a call and response. So the room feels alive. So it's not like, the killer's coming back, right? The bad guy's coming back. Whenever you finish a puzzle, he has a response. You get something wrong when you're brewing coffee for him because you need to make sure that you can take orders, right? He replies to you, tells you that it's too sweet or it's too bitter or whatever.
Oh, wow.
So that's Dr. Braingood.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That one is a lot of fun. It's very unique, too, with you're a henchman.
Yeah.
You've never been in that situation.
I love the idea of henchmen. I had an idea at one point in college, I think, of like a story about henchmen and like who are these people and like what
are their motivations?
Why do they get into this line of work? Are they like really in on the idea of this villain, or is it kind of just like, hey, I needed money, like this is just a job I took, like I've always been fascinated by henchmen.
Yeah. The healthcare, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Minions popularized it, but for kids, but
yeah,
everyone likes a good henchman.
Yeah, like I think I was watching The Incredibles, and there's the scene where they're all watching the Omnidroid attack the city, and they're kind of just like having a blast watching this thing destroy the city, and I was like, who are these people? Like, how did they get into this?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So what I'm hearing is after this podcast, we're going to start writing like the hench person office
yes.
show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would watch that for sure.
Awesome.
Should
Cool.
we take breaks?
Should we
take a break?
We can take a break.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where the ads roll, right?
Yeah.
If we had advertisers, yes.
One day.
Well, the dynamic ads will have an ad right here.
What?
Oh, and we're back.
We're in a different place here.
We've relocated, and
those ads were great.
They were.
Oh, thank you.
If you saw them, they were good.
They were really good. Where are we now?
We are in the Vampire Manor.
Ooh, okay.
Another secret hangout.
So this is like the other room we were in.
Exactly. For the karaoke, you can do board games. We've in the other room we've got a digital board game, which you can find at board.fun.
Oh.
And they've got like it's a really cool thing because like it's a big screen and it's got physical pieces that know which physical piece is on the board and which rotation it's in.
Oh, wow.
So you can play with that, or you can do karaoke. Oh, you can even bring your Switch. You can bring your Switch, hook it up, play it on the screen.
Nice.
You can play Mario Kart where it's meant to be played.
Yes. In a
vampire mansion.
Yeah, well, if you play as in Mario Kart World as Waluigi in his vampire outfit, there's no better place.
Or if you're doing Mario Kart and it's the spooky castle.
The Twisted Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, Luigi's
Mansion. Play it in here.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Dark Universe, the game.
Yes.
One day, hopefully.
Yeah. So tell us about these secret hangouts. What's the idea of these rooms?
Lore-wise.
Yeah. Practically and lore. We want to know both.
So lore-wise, we were spending all this time throughout the multiverse, right? We have like the coolest invention theoretically in the world. You can go to the anywhere in any universe at any time, right?
And that's the device you see when you get in, right?
It's the Cosmo Multiverse Transducer.
Right, of course.
Transducer.
Invented during the 1940s by the director. They were okay. Do you want that backstory?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so the director, who we say is kind of like, if you're familiar with the X-Files, he's like the assistant director Skinner kind of character that like sends you out on missions.
Okay.
We haven't published this yet. We are actively working on something that I can't give you the URL to, because if you knew it, you could visit it and then you could find it and see our drafts.
Okay.
But it's like an archive.
Okay.
For the Bureau. And we're going to have all our lore there. We're going to slowly declassify files, because we found that in every universe that we've kept the existence of the multiverse secret, bad things happen.
Oh.
So we really need to, like the UFO process, start the disclosure process ourselves. We're going to tell everybody, multiverse is real. Here are all the people that are part of it, all the organizations, the missions we've done. Here are the threats, that kind of thing. So we're looking forward to putting that on social media in the next few months.
That'd be cool.
But the stories that, like running in parallel to the Manhattan Project, right? The U.S. government was trying to find a super weapon, right? It was also trying to find a way to transport things instantly from point A to point B, because logistics is a big part of the military and of war, right? Getting things from here to there rather than like 3 weeks on a ship, right? Which unfortunately at this point in time in April 2026 we're all very familiar with a lot of this kind of stuff. At any rate, hopefully we become less familiar with it. The director found out that this technology was working and that it came with great responsibility, right? And so the director and the team kind of just disappeared into the multiverse, taking this technology to do good because they realized in their experiments there's a great potential to do some bad things. So they're trying to, keep the multiverse safe and keep the balance in check. So there's that. So the Hangouts are a way to go into the multiverse and relax because there's a lot going on in the world. Sometimes you just got to find a vampire mansion that's like really cool, or like make contact with these raccoons who are highly intelligent and want things that you've got, like bottle caps and nice snacks that you can trade them for. You can stay in their treehouse room for a little while.
And they love hearing Love Shack.
I bet they do.
Yeah. Someone in this room did sing it to them.
Yeah, it's true.
Might have been one of us. It was me.
Yeah. No, the rooms are really cool. I know that the treehouse retreat. Yeah, you're right. Like there's raccoons that are part of like the backstory. Tell us about them. Yeah,
so they are very smart. They're living in a universe that we're calling the Critterverse. The critters are getting very smart. It's kind of like the Snow White. The birds are like helping her get dressed, and the animals are helping her clean. Yeah, kind of deal. So we've wandered into a universe where this is happening, and we've decided to make contact with them because they're very smart, and we're establishing a trading partnership here, right? Okay. They want snacks. We want a cool place to hang, and maybe they could be useful to the Bureau in some missions, right? They're little creatures kind of like our puppet Melvin that can get into places. They've got really great little tiny hands with thumbs and everything, so maybe they're good at opening things. So maybe the Bureau has a way to, I don't know, employ them. So that could be an ulterior motive that the director, that's absolutely not bad at all, who you should trust completely, is maybe he has that up his sleeve.
Yeah. And then like practically, kind of what's the reason that someone would come and book one of these secret hangout rooms?
Themed bars, right? If you liked themed bars and you want a third place that you can sit and have some drinks with friends in, this is a great spot, right? And we've also got some great activities. We've got the karaoke, right? Karaoke is often in Orlando is done in bars or in public or with a big band at Universal, right? In front of a ton of people, and you have to wait like 3 hours before your name gets called. And
or never.
Yeah. And you go, I'm going to leave. And then the guy that you met at that karaoke bar texts you 15 minutes after going, hey, they just called your name. And I go, oh, thank God I lucked out. So you can you can do karaoke, you can play video games, you can play tabletop games. If you're looking for a third space to just hang, have drinks, and something out of the ordinary that's a little bit more private than a busy bar like Oga's Cantina, that when you go, you get sat with like 3 other families from the Midwest, and it's very loud in there. What did you say? So something that's chill.
Yeah.
So basically the ultimate Chuck E. Cheese.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That you bring your own or have games where you can play them.
Yeah.
You can't play Mario Kart in Chuck E. Cheese.
I
know of.
Well,
I
mobile. You could
true.
There's arcade versions of Mario Kart.
In every Chuck E. Cheese?
I don't know that they're in Chuck E. Cheese, but it's possible.
Not the one in Tulsa.
No.
Not the one in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
No. Now we know. I think, so let's go back to the lore of this room.
Yes.
What's happening in this room?
All right. So you've got Countess Serafina. Oh. She has been a vampire for many, many decades. She likes to have grand parties. To throw them for other vampires, right? Each party is wilder and wilder. She's been around a long time, and eventually she's like, how do I top the last party? I know, I'm gonna stake myself, and that's it. It's a going away party.
Oh my God!
So she's no longer here, but the party must continue. That's the mandate that she's given to all the vampires and everybody else who visits her lounge. She was a bureau contact, worked on some missions together, right? So we have access to her pad.
Okay.
Wow.
And is she in here somewhere?
Oh,
Staked?
She's not in here, but if you look at her coffin, which is just off camera, unfortunately, and you take off the cape, you'll find a stake that has been driven through the front of the coffin.
Okay. Yeah. That's cool. Okay.
Well, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Thank you for leaving Countess, the keys.
Exactly.
What was her name?
Serafina.
Serafina. Yeah, we We honor your memory.
We miss her already.
Yeah.
But
Gone but not forgotten.
Thank you for letting us play Mario Party in here.
Yes.
That's what she would have wanted.
Yes.
It's in her will.
So long as she would always win. That's,
That's the house always wins.
Yeah.
The manor always wins.
Cool. Well, let's go back to the escape rooms.
Yeah, we have two more.
Two more, right?
So we've got Possession at Haddon Heights, and we've got Robots.
Okay.
Robot Rebellion.
Okay.
Let's do the robot one. I've not done the robot one at all.
So the robot one is less of an escape room, more of an adventure game. You might notice in some of our materials in some places online, it says the Bureau Adventure Games instead of the Bureau Escape Rooms.
Okay.
No, it's not always about escaping. It's about accomplishing a task, and we quickly realize that people are going, escape. I'm looking for an escape room, right? We're not going to go against the current and try and do some campaign where we're like, we're different, as much as we'd like to say we are. We're like, we'll just show people.
Well, and we tell people that you are.
Yeah.
When we're talking escape rooms, we're like, okay, these are the places we like. This is really great escape rooms. This is really great escape rooms. The Bureau is really
Something
great
else.
and very different.
Yeah.
If you've done other escape rooms, like this is very unique. You've never done escape rooms like this. So you don't have to say it because we're saying it.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.
So Robot Rebellion is the game that is most in that adventure game vein that we were thinking of from the beginning, and it's not about escaping. It is about helping as many robots escape as possible. So there is a planet where there are these aliens that have encountered some sentient robots. They don't like to think that they're sentient. They kind of put them to work in the mines, and the robots are like, no, please let us out. We want to escape. So they send out an SOS call, and the Bureau's here to break out as many robots as possible. So we're creating a rebellion. You start in the kind of reactor room of the mine, and you set off a cascading nuclear reaction. And so once that happens, you go into the next room, and you try and essentially fix up some robots and then move some platforms around in the following room to get them to kind of get out of this facility. And you provide some cover fire in the last room by shooting at these drones that are trying to shoot at the robots. And so we calculate how many robots that you saved. Oh, cool. It was an interesting challenge because it's a lot more video game development in there. So it was an interesting learning experience for us.
That's really cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to do that one day.
Yeah.
I kind of don't want to do it, so I know that there's still one I can do, but I do want to do it.
Yeah. Luckily, I still have 5 I can do.
Yeah,
for the
I'll
first
do them
time. Yeah. Okay.
I don't remember anything anymore, so anything I do another time is new to me.
That's true.
Wait a year.
Yeah. 10 minutes. I'll wait 10 minutes and I won't remember.
Yeah.
I can do it again right immediately after and forget everything.
That's why we record these, just so we remember what we talked about.
This is for me.
Yeah.
This is not for the audience.
All a transcript.
Yeah.
What did I say? Oh, yeah, okay.
How did I feel about this ride? Oh, okay.
ChatGPT, tell me what I felt about it.
Yeah. And then tell us about
the last one.
The last one. What was it?
Possession at Haddon Heights.
Okay.
And that's the scary one.
It's more spooky, more atmosphere. Here's another tick. Whenever we would play a scary escape room, it'd be a severed limb. It's plastic, and it looks like it's got a bloody end. It's like I can touch this thing.
Yeah,
it's like the shark in Jaws, right? It's scary because I don't see it, right? Rather okay, I've got the limb. Whoop-de-doo, right?
Yeah.
So
and there's a number on the foot. What do I do now?
Right. True.
Put all the feet together.
Right. Yeah. An interesting password saving system for a killer, right?
Yeah.
Just tattoo severed limbs. Yeah. But we wanted something more atmospheric. So the story is that there is a school in Haddon Heights, New Jersey, that has been getting a lot of reports from kids and families that something strange is going on. Some kids are seeing things, right? The school was closed down because this was blamed on mold, right? But maybe the Bureau knows that the mold is not the cause, but is simply a manifestation of the problem, a side effect, right? Perhaps there's an entity that is infesting the school. And so it is your job as an operative to go in there and deal with the entity and seal it away, perhaps in the classroom hamster. And not in yourself.
Yeah.
You might need to do a switcheroo. The entity might be trying to tell you to do things to get you possessed, but at the end, and then you get the hamster possessed, and the Bureau takes the hamster back. We've safely contained the entity whose name I cannot invoke.
Okay.
Mostly because it's a puzzle in the game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes.
And the hamster's safely contained.
Okay. Nice. And I like that you've there's an Easter egg to classic famous fictional place, New Jersey, from the multiverse.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And almost
one of our favorites.
Yeah.
A cool Easter egg to New Jersey.
Yeah.
From I think Spider-Man.
I think it is in Spider-Man.
Spider-Man mentions New Jersey.
Yes.
And I think the Hamilton play.
You know, my fiance says she's from New Jersey. I don't believe her naturally.
Yeah.
I don't know where she's really from.
The multiverse is real, so it might be. She might have come through a portal.
Right.
Yeah, she could be from.
That's how I know she's the one.
Yeah. You opened this so that you could find a fiance. Yeah.
I think that's canon now.
Yeah.
I think that's how that works.
Yeah. She came out of the
poor.
What's the machine called?
Look, I do a lot of swiping left and right on that transducers. That one, no.
Awesome.
Not the Loch Ness monsters.
No. So those are all the escape rooms or adventure games.
Do you have a favorite one?
Yeah.
Do I have a favorite one? Oh boy. I mean, whenever I see the games, I think, I wanted to do this differently. I wanted to change this. I wanted to add that. So it's hard to say a favorite. Puppet Heist and UFO probably have the most special place in my heart. Okay. I think. I think those are the crowd favorites, and those are also also my favorites.
That was my next question. Was like, is there one that's kind of like the most popular, or like has the most positive reviews?
Yeah, Puppet Heist for sure.
Okay.
And UFO. Puppet Heist is older, so it has a little bit more history in a way in terms of reviews, but like UFO kind of quickly caught up. Okay. So they're maybe even if UFOs are a popular subject. That's right. Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah. And then we have two more, the game shows.
Yeah, so we have the Underground Game Show, the classic, the trivia one, right? So you're doing classic trivia, all sorts of categories, and then you're doing kind of like minute to win it style, like physical challenges. Mm-hmm. So we taste your brain and your brawn and your reflexes, right?
And that's set up like you're in a game show.
Oh yeah, you've got podiums, you've got either buzzers or handheld triggers. We've got the whole studio light package system. We've got a big display.
Surely there's not a host.
Oh, there's a host.
Okay.
What?
Yes. with a microphone, with a jacket and everything. And this is another thing, is that there may or may not be some competitors in town recently of another game show. But we make sure that trying to be diplomatic here.
You guys did it first.
First in Orlando.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is we're really proud of our hosts.
Okay.
There are a lot of folks who work in entertainment here locally in the theme parks and who are great. And we realize that like half of the show, if not more, is the host. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we put a lot of scrutiny into who we hire for the host role, and we're really proud of our team.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we've done that before. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, we actually got to do one of the beta test plays of it, so it was cool. It was very different. I didn't know what we were coming into because I knew what the Bureau was, and that was your first non-escape game or adventure game, right? And so I don't think I knew that. I was like, it's called it's a game show themed escape room. Mm-hmm. Cool, and then we get in there. I was like, it's actually a game show? That might be even better. Actually, I love that. That's cool.
And in town there is a game show themed escape room. So I tell people that's an escape room. This is like an actual game show.
Huh.
Yeah.
I hadn't realized that.
No, I don't think I knew that either.
It's in a Doldrix escape room.
Oh, cool.
Which is another one I do like.
For the record, big fan of Doldrix.
Yeah.
As far as kind of humor sensibilities go, that's very well aligned with my taste.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We did one of their games a couple weeks ago, and had a great time.
Captain Spoopy Bones.
Yes.
First one I played, they're still my favorite.
So we did a bank heist one.
Bank heist one's good.
Right? Was that Doldrix?
No, that was
somewhere else. Never mind.
They do have a laser maze. The laser mazes start to blend together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, that was Lockbuster.
Okay, yes, that's right. I haven't been to Doldrix.
No. I don't think so.
I don't think I have.
We'll do an episode about it eventually.
Yeah, eventually we will. Cool. And then there's one more game show.
Yes, Legends of the Serpent's Temple.
Yes.
So we had wanted to. Big fans of Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
And I remember
hometown legend.
Yes, of course. Shot here in Orlando.
Of course.
And I remember going to an escape room in town who will remain unnamed to protect their identity. And one of the escape room game masters was like, "Yeah, you're gonna jump over a chasm." I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. Like I wanted something that's an adventure, right?
Yeah.
And after doing it, spoiler, that didn't happen in the game. I was pretty bummed. I wanted to like hold on to a vine and swing across a chasm, which we can't do here for insurance purposes, but we try to replicate that feeling as best as possible.
Yeah, well, yeah, like you can't do it, but then don't tell people that they're going to get to, you know?
Yeah, right.
I want to see my friend impaled in the end of the room, and I grab the idol out of them.
Yeah. You throw me the idol, I throw you the whip.
Yeah,
yes.
I want to have that in real life.
And when we did the game show, we realized there's other formats to game shows. Game shows aren't just trivia. There's American Ninja Warrior. There's Legends of the Hidden Temple. There's all these other kinds of formats, and we're like, wait a second, we could do some sort of like adventure-y themed thing. And so we built Legends of the Serpent's Temple, and you are trying to relive the games of the great god Quetzalcoatl. He put on some games to find the bravest warriors in the Aztec kingdom. Right, and I guess Pan-Aztec Maya kingdom, and now you're reliving those games, right? You're going to find out if you're the strongest warrior, if you're worthy to compete. So with different physical challenges, we've got these 3D printed pots that you have to like assemble and beat the other team.
Yeah.
There's a human sacrifice that winds up not being a human sacrifice, but you do get to cut something precisely in half to see who's better at doing that, right? You get some riddles to answer, all kinds of games.
Yeah, and we did play that one also last year for listeners will know Caitlin. We did it for her birthday last year.
Yeah, she's a big Legends of the Hidden Temple fan.
Yeah, and Indiana Jones and just kind of that type of adventure type of genre.
And
fan.
she didn't know we were going.
Whoa.
And we went to Sushiyama. And I ate as much sushi as we could because we needed to leave now. So I shoved all the sushi down, and then we came right here. And she's like, "That's all we're doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's all we're doing. Hurry up, eat."
That must have been great for all the movement.
It was. Yeah. I was like, "Oh, how physical is this thing going to be?" But then we got here, and then it was a fun surprise.
Yeah,
and it was a lot of fun.
I really liked that one a lot. The Legends of the Snakes. What was this?
Legends of the
Serpent's Temple. Yes.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
It was
really, really cool. There's a game where you have to catch like things as they fall.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good challenge.
Yeah.
I liked that one a lot.
Yeah,
awesome.
Those axolotls have been through a lot.
Yeah,
falling every day.
Oh yes,
I'm sure.
Nice. And then kind of like, what's the lore behind like the multiverse and those game shows kind of folding into it?
Yeah, so that's something that we had to really think about. Like, it was very clear for us for the game show, right? To be like a training thing and like almost like a recruitment mission, right? Like we're training you on your trivia. Like, what happens if you're undercover somewhere, right? And somebody asks you a question about a thing, and you got to make small talk, right? Like that classic thing where you're like infiltrating a cocktail party, right? And somebody comes up to you and talks to you about a specific subject. You really got to pull that from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And then you're working with a team and you're against another team. Like, how well do you cooperate, right? And the mini challenges are like, how well are your physical skills? But when it comes to the Legends of the Serpent's Temple, we were like, okay, this can't be training, because like if we're building this elaborate temple set, we really want to make it feel like you're there. We're like, this is a simulation. It's like the universal, like, this is a movie set,
right?
And then kind of drifting away to like, no, this is actually you're in Diagon Alley. This is a movie set about. So we're like, okay, we're gonna cut straight to the chase. This is exactly where we say we're sending you, right? So that's the story for the Serpent's Temple specifically. It's kind of like a field mission, right? So we send out an operative into the field to discover some sort of magical artifact that has been left. It's a feather of Quetzalcoatl, right? And they've been trying to find it. They've been working in these ruins for like a year, and it turns out that in order to get the artifact, they need to complete the Sacred Games, and the Sacred Games need a group, and so that's why you're there. We need a team of operatives to kind of recreate these Sacred Games, so Quetzalcoatl will be able to kind of, okay, right, well, I'll give you the feather now. You satisfied the requirements to get this, sacred artifact.
Yeah. So I love how much thought has been put into like making sure all of these things make sense in canon. So like chronologically, then the first game show should be like the first thing anyone does here. As like a training.
If we're thinking about it as a good on ramp, it's probably a good first step. And a similar a thing that we're going to start kind of hopefully revealing on social media and on this archive is that the Bureau we're sending you on real missions here, right? We're only calling them escape rooms because it turns out people are kind of already doing these kinds of missions elsewhere. So it's like kind of a Trojan horse to like, yes, this is an escape room. This is totally safe. It's an attraction. Yes. But we're actually getting you to go out into the field, and we're doing some scouting, and we're getting some work done in the multiverse.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Whoa.
Hey, whoa.
Hey, we moved again.
We're in the third place.
It's getting a little dizzying.
Yeah. I know. All the multiverse.
The jumping, the time jumping. And
I know. We're portal jumping.
Yeah.
Cool. Where are we now? I mean, it kind of says it right there.
Yeah. This is the Underground Game Show. So this is our Studio 1 for the game show. We've got a vertical screen on this one. If you go to the other studio, it's horizontal. We're changing things up. Here we've got podiums that you hit buzzers on. On the other one, we've got like handheld triggers. Okay. So, learning as we go, refining. But yeah, this is our studio where we've got hosts who do trivia and put you through the minute-to-minute style challenges.
Yeah. And this is the one that we actually played in. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that you had multiple studios. And as we were traveling through the void, you mentioned that there are multiple locations of some of the games and
within the building.
Yeah. That's really, I didn't know that. So, and is like, I guess you said you thought there was things about the business that you think are interesting that people wouldn't ever think of or know.
Yeah, it's one of the things that we would hear when we were doing consulting work before we started our own escape room was, oh God, if only I had more space, I could just, fit more groups in and make more money. And we thought, we're not going to make that mistake. We believe in escape rooms. We believe in this industry. God damn it, we're going to get a big building. We're going to fill it up with escape rooms. We're going to have 14 or however many, I don't know. It might have been 10 or 12 that we thought. And they're going to be so full. And it turns out we built the church for Easter Sunday. We built the escape room for the few days or weeks throughout the year. For example, like the last 2 weeks of December and like 2 to 3 weeks in June and like 3 weeks in July or whatever, that people are really going to come out in droves, right? And the rest of the year, there's not as, that capacity. Like if we had 10 or 12 escape rooms, we wouldn't fill it up. And there's an argument to say that you should have many escape rooms so people come back and play like the next one. It's like a movie, like the movie business in a way, right? Which is true. But when you're paying for 12,400 square feet on iDrive, you need them to come back consistently.
Yeah.
Right? And you need those to be really full on a Saturday.
Yeah, we can't have a She-Hulk on our hands. Gotta have an Iron Man.
Exactly. And we need a hit, folks. So we really need to be paying for the rent, really. The big expenses are labor and then rent, right? Yeah. So that's one of the things, if you're trying to start your own escape room, really, really think twice about like how much space you're looking to get and then where you're looking to get it, because we're getting mostly advanced bookings, so we don't need to be right in the walking heart area of iDrive where people just walk up and we'll just go do the thing, which I have no way of knowing how much more business that brings a competitor. Right, and that's the thing that I would love to know, but I have no way of quantifying, right?
Yeah.
But all that to say, we've done pretty well, not in a super walkable area of iDrive. Most people are booking ahead of time,
and even if they walk by,
yeah,
who knows if they'll find it?
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
We don't have a sign.
Yeah.
Right. Part of it was like we don't have. During COVID times, when we opened 3 weeks before everything closed, we didn't have enough money for a sign. We're like, oh no, and then we're like, we'll lean into it. We're secret. We don't need a sign. They would work against it, and it's kind of worked out. A lot of people in reviews mentioned the adventure starts from the beginning, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's true. It is really a unique way to get into a place.
Yeah. So who knows how much business I'm losing for sacrificing for experience, but hey,
we like it.
Yeah. So it's worked for us, and the other way that we kind of solved that problem of getting too much space, and like, because when we first opened, there were like 5 escape rooms within like a 20-minute drive of us. A couple of years later, there were 8, and 2 of those existing ones like increased their capacity, and one of those new ones was Universal. So we have a lot more competition, right? Like there's so much more options that people could just go to. So that's why the Underground Game Show exists, right? That's now why the Secret Hangout exists, because we want to build a business that's sustainable and has multiple things for different audiences. Like the 85% of the people who have done a game show never played our escape rooms. So we're tapping different markets so that we can continue to build cooler stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the goal, right? Is to continue to build interesting, cool things and make that a sustainable thing. Because like the balance of like, we get really passionate about like the games and really going after this feeling that we're trying to create is like you're on a mission, right? You're hitting the highs of like being in that movie, but at the same point, Jesus, how do we make it a sustainable business? How do we bridge the two where like one doesn't cheapen the other, right? Mm-hmm. So it's been a challenge, but we figured out it's a constant game of recalibration and making sure it's like Tetris in this building. Like where can we made the escape rooms too big, right? Like we made an escape room 800 square feet. Oh no, they shouldn't be more than 400 square feet. So how do we reposition things, right? Mm-hmm. How do we make sure that we're maximizing the use of the space so we can make more cool things for people to come back and make new offerings. So it's look, if anybody out there is thinking of starting an escape room or another immersive thing, happy to talk shop, happy to help you avoid mistakes that we've made. So yeah.
Obviously you don't have to reveal anything, but like, do you have any like blue sky ideas of like additional types of
oh yeah,
like not all like we right now you got 3 categories. You have your like this is what the 4th one would be.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's cool. That's cool.
Exciting, yeah.
Things to look forward to.
Yeah, for sure. It's really just thinking about what is it scratching a different itch than the things that we already have.
Yeah. Are
we making this for us? And does it make business sense? Right. It's like sitting with it and kind of coming up with the case. I got to tell you, it's a great feeling coming up with like the idea that you think, okay, this checks the box of being a satisfying experience. This checks the box of being a good business, and like those two things in synergy. Oh God, it's like I know this is gonna work. God damn it, I just got to build the damn thing, and that's one of the things that's been like so invigorating about going out on our own and being able to build this thing is like we can have this idea, and the albatross that was too much space turned into our advantage of like, oh, we can have this idea and we have a place to put it. We don't have to like lease a new building, right, and really take a chance on this thing. We can get a 100 square foot room and then a 120 square foot room, dedicate the build to that, and make a new thing called the Secret Hangout, and see if it works. And we plan to keep doing that kind of thing.
Yeah, like even this was a little waiting room.
Yeah, it was our lounge.
Before it was a game show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember you wait in here and then get sent off on your mission.
Yeah, we were hoping that people would come in here and like hang out and have some drinks, and we realized people don't really want to hang out in a room that's like, it looks nice, but like it's got some couches and like, man, it's almost like we need a theme bar or something like that. If we needed to really do something, we'd really need to like make it an experience. So we're like, okay, it's not working as just a lounge. Let's make it a game show. So
that was a good idea.
Yeah,
thank you. Recalibrating always.
Yeah.
There's another thing you guys do that I wanted to mention that I've wanted to do it for a long time, but it's this like overnight marathon of games. Kind of explain what that is.
Yeah, so that is we call it After Dark.
Okay.
So you arrive at, I think it's 11:30. We pushed up the time a little bit.
I think it used to be midnight.
It used to be midnight, right? So arrive at 11:30. Make sure that you're here a little early. Get settled in. Get some drinks. You get unlimited coffee. You get free bureau mugs, which you can drink that coffee out of.
Oh, that's cool.
We put you through 4 of the games, and at the time when we first started doing it, that was all of the games, and you get a discount for doing all of them at once, right? We have some team members that stay in the building past close, and it's just you in the building. And it's done pretty well for us. We also offer one that's like in the morning, like specifically for mostly tourists who are like, I'm in town, I have a flight at 1 p.m., I love escape rooms, I want to do as many as I can in the morning, and so we'll open up a little early, and we call that Mornings Through the Multiverse versus the After Dark. And we have a special puppet heist version for it. It's not overly different from the usual. There's a couple of gags and a couple of light curse words, I think, to kind of make it a little bit more adult. We thought, oh yeah, let's make. Sure, we should make a puppet curse. Great.
Yeah. It's After Dark.
Exactly.
Yeah, they would curse then.
Yeah. Nobody's around.
Yeah, they're out. They're not working anymore.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, it's something that us, as we call our family,
want
to do with the 4 of us.
I've been wanting to do it for like somebody needs to do it for like a birthday or something. That's kind of been the idea, but it was just we just haven't.
Mm-hmm. And one thing is, when you book the rooms, it's just you and your party.
It's just you and your party, not just in the rooms. On the rooms regularly, it's just you and your party. We do private games, but in an After Dark, it's just you and your party in the whole building. There's nobody else.
So if it's just 2 people,
it's just 2 people.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
When you say that it's just you in the building, is there someone directing you on which room to go to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have employees here too.
Yeah.
We don't.
You're not running around with your arms
I'm not in bed on the cameras going, hey, take a left. No. It's a storage room.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm so glad that a place like this, such a unique, weird idea of a spin on an escape room business is, it stands out, I think, among the crowd, and I'm glad that it is here and that it's something that people can come and check out and seem to enjoy.
Thank you. So am I. I'm glad we're still around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had wondered. Born and raised in Orlando, right? Kissimmee, technically.
Hey, same.
And
not Kissimmee,
close. I was born 2 hours away.
Central Florida. Yeah. Right. And, when you're growing up in this area and you go to iDrive, you see all kinds of weird businesses, right? Like there was Mystery Funhouse was the big one for me. I don't know if I went more than twice. But
that's one that had the wizard on the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the wizard store.
Right.
But it's one
I don't know if I ever saw that one.
It was by
the
Universal.
one for me was Skull Kingdom. That's the one that I always looked at and was just like, what is this? I want to go there.
I don't think I ever went inside, but I saw that one too, right?
Yeah.
And there's that collection of businesses, and I wondered when we first started this thing, am I going to be that? Are we going to be that to someone? Right?
I would say so.
Yeah.
To us a little bit, yeah.
And it's like, that's kind of like a mind blower, right? That there's some kid out there that's like, I went, maybe 10 years from now, they'll go, I went to this weird place that was like a secret agent place, and et cetera. And I'm like, will I be among the graveyard of like weird iDrive attractions that don't make it?
Yeah.
Or will we survive? And I thought, this was back in like 2019 when we first leased this place. I'm like, I don't know, but like, I'm happy that we got the shot to give it a shot, right? To try it, right? No matter where we wound up, and thankfully, knock on half-inch plywood that's painted to look like gold.
No, that is gold. That's real gold
with Modern Masters paint.
Yeah.
We're still around and hopefully around for a long time.
Yeah, we hope so too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And expanding and seeing
other
what the future
locations.
is.
Yeah. We got plenty of ideas. Look, we're just funding is the only thing holding us back.
Sure. Is there anything else that you want people to know about the Bureau before we wrap up?
Yeah, we're just getting started. We're looking to do many more cool things. If we can help you in any way, whether it is, I don't know, you want to start your own escape room, or you're curious about a business idea, or whatever. I don't know. We're here to answer questions, to be a resource. Come out and play, and we hope that we can continue to build more cool stuff for everybody who winds up here on iDrive in Orlando.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Hey, thank you so much for talking to us, letting us come into the multiverse, into all these different rooms that we've been in.
Yeah, we've done a lot of traveling today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exhausting. Great for the points.
Yeah. Jet lag though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, let's head home. And
we're gonna go back to portal back to Big Dumb headquarters.
Yeah. And we'll wrap up there. But thanks again.
Yes, thank you.
And you'll see us again.
Yeah, we'll be back.
We'll be back.
Yeah, hopefully you'll be back.
And we'll have something new for you, all of you.
we'd love that. Is there any tease you can give us for something new? If not, that's okay.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy. Speaking of Hangouts, I hope you enjoy Star Trek. If you do, especially like a shuttlecraft.
Okay.
Maybe in the next few months.
Okay.
Oh.
I do enjoy.
That's a Big Dumb Stuff exclusive.
Oh wow!
Wow! Exclusive.
Well, you heard it here, folks.
Yes.
First, inside the game show,
yeah.
Shuttlecraft. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Very cool. Awesome. Thanks so much.
Anytime.
And all right, well, let's head back to HQ.
All right. Thank you. Here we go.
Whoa. 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 We're back.
We are back. Wow.
We're back at home. We're back at Big Dumb headquarters.
That was fun. We got to go through 3 different places.
That was cool.
Even though we announced it in the beginning of this podcast, we're here now. We're back.
Yeah, we're back. That was so cool.
That was cool.
That was great. Thank you again to Alexis. That was they were so accommodating to us.
Yeah.
Just willing to let us go into the rooms that weren't being played. Like he was showing us all this behind the scenes stuff. Really cool.
Yeah. And yeah, we got a Big Dumb Stuff exclusive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's cool.
That's right.
He may have said there's something coming.
Yeah.
Another hangout room.
Yeah. No, it was really cool. They were so welcoming to us and like seemed like just excited to have the opportunity to like showcase their place.
He's definitely someone that has a passion for this.
Yeah.
And you can tell.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially even me going to these rooms for the first time, I said, someone who created this loves this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's unique and it's fun and I need everybody to know about it.
Yeah, it's true.
And I've shown so many people about this that they go and try to do them all.
Yeah.
And if you're in town, if you're in Orlando and you're looking for a Big Dumb Stuff escape room to do,
yeah,
this is one.
This is the biggest, dumbest escape place
in the world.
In Orlando.
Yeah, in Orlando.
For sure, because it has lore and it has... Well, we'll wait till the end for
see.
that.
We'll see
if
it qualifies.
I don't know.
We don't know.
Just yet.
But yeah, if you want to go to the Bureau escape rooms, just visit thebureauorlando.com.
Can you spell the Bureau?
I can't.
No, you have... look at it on your screen.
I'm looking at it right now and I still can't spell it.
Do it.
Every time I go to type it out, it's different every time. I have to spell check it. The Bureau. Bureau.
Yes. So it's thebureauescaperooms.com?
Yes. No, thebureauorlando.com.
Oh, okay.
And from there you can find the game shows, but then Secret Hangout, if you want to do the little secret hangouts, go to mysecrethangout.com or just Google Secret Hangout Orlando.
Okay. And those are the rooms where we recorded. Those are our studios.
Yes. Or if you're listening to this and you're like, I can't figure it out, I don't know where it is, just give them a call.
Or you know what? I'll put links in the episode info.
Cool. Yeah.
So in the description, you'll see links to all the websites. If you want to go check out the Bureau, grab a group of friends, 4 or 5 of you, get together, do this.
Be yourselves, number 1.
Yes.
Have fun, number 2.
Yeah.
And get out of there. Escape. You have to escape, solve all the problems, and get out of there.
Yes.
And number 4, go to Sonic and enjoy that.
Yeah, we had a nice burger at Sonic.
Yeah, not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Neither of these places are sponsors.
They're just friends now.
Again, I do want to emphasize, the Bureau did not ask us to cover this. We said, can we come talk to you about the Bureau? Would you like to be a guest on our episode about the Bureau? And they said, yeah, come on in. We'll record it here. Talk to our CEO.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yes. And this is the beginning of, I do want to, since the beginning of this show, even I've said I want to highlight a few escape rooms in town, and we've done the Las Vegas escape rooms.
Yeah.
So this is the start of the Orlando ones. And I think this is the perfect start because of how different and unique it is. And this is always my number 1 place. For a non-traditional escape room, this is number 1.
Yeah.
And then for other versions, like we'll get into that in the future.
Yeah, we'll cover other ones that we really like. And if we can talk to their CEOs, cool.
If they have characters that we could talk about their lore, we're going to.
Yeah, definitely.
There's definitely 2 of them that I know have lore.
Yes.
In Orlando besides the Bureau.
I know one of them, and I don't know the other one, but we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Great. Cool. Well, make sure you follow the show on Instagram at Big Dumb Stuff Pod, and then TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook at Big Dumb Stuff.
Yeah, if you want to watch the video, if you haven't yet.
Oh, yes.
Or if you just want to go and like you listen to this whole podcast and you're like, you know what, I do want to just look a little bit and skim through the video.
Yeah, and see what the rooms look like.
Yeah, or just watch us talk.
See what we look like when we're talking.
Yeah, see what we look like. I was very worried about what my face looked like the whole time. So you can see the panic in my face if you want.
Yeah.
The whole time I was like, think about what your face is doing. Think about it. So that's some behind the scenes right now.
Yeah.
Is you can go back and watch my face and then maybe smile a little bit every now and then. Or like, don't look like you're angry. You're not. I know you're not angry. But look very happy, but not too happy.
Yeah.
This is for the internet. What were you thinking?
I was pretty not thinking about that.
No, good. Me neither.
Yeah, I was just listening to what he was saying. Every now and then I would be looking over at Caitlin behind the camera because she was doing something, helping put out little tech problems that were happening throughout.
She lovingly helped us record this. And
yes.
When we were finished and taking pictures in the entrance of the bureau, one of the bureau associates said, "How long have you been working for these guys?" And she said, "I do not. That is my boyfriend."
Yeah.
So,
but hey, that means
that just shows you how hard she was working.
Well, how hard she was working, and also how professional we were as interviewers coming in to cover a place. They were like, these guys have a staff.
Yeah.
They have people on their payroll of Big Dumb Stuff.
I can't believe they
Big Dumb Staff. That's
that's just Caitlin.
Yeah. And us.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe they called the internet to come down here and film this.
I know.
But yeah, so
but I know, like, there were moments throughout this interview where I was like, I'm kind of nailing this, I think. I'm good at this. I'm asking good questions, you know?
Yeah. And I'm just like, look good, look happy. I think you look mad, but I don't know, but you're not mad. I know it.
Yeah.
You're at a place you like and you're hearing cool information. What are your hands doing, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, and if you've been to the bureau and you want to tell us your experience and what you thought, just email us at bigdumbstuffpodcast@gmail.com.
Do it. I dare you.
Oh, and leave us a review.
Leave us a review and a rating. Get your 5 stars. Collect those stars for yourself. Screenshot them, print it out, and hang it on your wall framed that you got 5 stars from Big Dumb Stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, only you could do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think...
because this place has lore...
A big portal.
Portals and interdimensional stuff.
A director that's in charge, a character.
Yeah.
That brought everybody there.
Multiple characters. All throughout each of the stories.
Yeah, a vampire that killed herself so that we could...
for a party.
For a party. So that we can sing Love Shack.
Yeah. Because
the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, because of the Loch Ness Monster, because puppets.
Because puppets, because UFO.
Because UFOs.
Robots.
Because playing Legends of the Hidden Temple inspired game show.
Yeah, because game show.
Because game show, period.
Because not being able to find where this place is, possibly.
Yeah, because confusing if you walked into the right place.
Yeah, Big B.
Yeah. Because of all those things, I officially declare.
And I'm also declaring.
Yeah, we co-signed this declaration.
We declared this a long time ago, but we're officially declaring this right now that the
Bureau Escape Rooms is a Big Dumb Stuff. Okay, cool. We'll see you next week, agents. Meet us at the portal of the trans...
I don't remember the name of it.
Mordfiner.
The
transducer.
Yes, the transducer.
And we'll catch you out the other side of the multiverse. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Big Dumb Stuff is produced by Kenneth Leeming Jr. and Kyle Fleming.
And executive produced by Lee Malaby. Edited by Kenneth.
Artwork by Crispy Sketches.
Theme music by Pangolin.
Please check out our other UUOP network shows like the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast,
Rush of Fear Halloween Horror Nights podcast,
The Taste of Universal,
The Theme Park Duo,
Porky Passport,
and the unofficial Universal Great Britain podcast.
Thanks for listening. Stay big.
Stay dumb. And we'll see you next time.
Big Dumb Stuff.